Tonight, there was nothing on TV that I wanted to watch. So we put on Peanut Butter Falcon, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. I haven't seen it in a really long time, since Roman was very little. I remember sitting in the theater. We took Roman to see it when he was a baby, and I either was sobbing, not crying, like sobbing, or hysterically laughing, not just plain so it was opposite ends of the spectrum. I was either sobbing or hysterically laughing. And I remember Andrew, when we came out of the theater, he looked at me and he was like, why would you have cried at that? That was the funniest movie I've ever seen. And the only thing I could think to tell him was, I forgot that life might be difficult for Roman. Fast forward to tonight, we put it on, and Nora didn't even notice that Zach had Down syndrome, which kind of cracks me up, because usually when we hang out with somebody who has Down syndrome, she will say to me, at the very least, he looks like Nora, or sorry, he looks like Roman, or she looks like Roman, and that kind of like triggers us into the conversation about, yeah, blah blah blah. But she didn't even notice, and until she said to me, does he talk like that for real? And I said, yeah, he has Down syndrome like your brother, and your brother might talk like that or different than most people you know. And she said, I don't want him to talk like that, which was the strangest thing, because of all of the Down syndrome diagnosis for me, him talking differently for some reason was the only trigger I've ever had. So I was it was like bizarre to talk to her about something that kind of triggered me at some point. So I had to take a step out of my own body and say to me what I would say to me, which, you know, we all do from time to time. And I don't know that I said it correctly. I don't know that I didn't say it correctly. I don't know that we're navigating any of this nicely, or except to say that I think the fact that our dialogue is open and there's no right or wrong feelings about it, I think I felt like I was thinking the wrong thing when I didn't. Alright, so here's the truth. I feel like we beat ourselves up all the time as moms because we're not doing the right thing anyway. And if there's something that deviates from even that uncharted path or territory, then it's even worse. There's more beating up to be done. But if I'm being completely honest, I think if we just have an open dialogue, here's what I think, here's what you think, here's what I feel, here's what you feel, here's what we should do as a family that works for us, and not what works for the rest of the world, not what, because there are lots of different things that work for my friends, my family members, that don't work for my family. And I'm not talking about Down syndrome, I'm talking about life in general, but especially when it comes to Down syndrome. If it doesn't work for you, then you discard it and you try again. But it's okay to try again, right? Isn't it? It has to be okay to try again, no matter what it is. You failed today, tomorrow we try again. This homeschooling didn't work, so we try again. It just has to be the way that it is. We're just gonna keep trying again for an entire year. But trying again brings growth, so it can't be that terrible. You know what? I don't think I'm saying anything profound. I know I'm not saying anything profound. I'm saying the same shit we've all been saying since the beginning. You build your own boat while you're sailing it, and then you sail it. You build your own plane while you're flying it. Blah blah blah. But it's true. And if you sit down and you say it out loud, and you give yourself that space to screw up and to do it again and to try over a million times if you need to, every day, every moment. I don't know. I get frustrated because everyone's saying one day doesn't make you a bad mom, 1 week doesn't make you a bad mom. Right, but like, at what point are you about, you know what I mean? Like, you feel like a bad mom after a little while, but it's hard. We all know it's hard. We've been told it's hard a million different ways. We're telling ourselves, but sit down and say it out loud. Go ahead and let yourself say it out loud. Because it fucking sucks. It really does. So, I don't know. I love you. We're all in this together. I don't know what else to say.